Remember the it guy who had the whole world singing about putting that woman first? Yeah, Jaheim. He had us vibing to his tracks, making us believe he'd stand tall alongside R&B legends like Usher and Charlie Wilson for decades. But then, just like that, poof, he vanished from the charts, leaving us all wondering, what happened to Jaheim? Buckle up, because his story is a roller coaster of triumph, tragedy, and unanswered questions. Born on May 26, 1978 in New Brunswick, New Jersey, Jaheim Hoagland had music flowing through his veins. His grandfather, Victor Hoagland, was a renowned R&B crooner in the 1960s, giving Jaheim some big shoes to fill. But life didn't make it easy for him. At just 3 years old, he lost his father, leaving his mother, Julie, to raise him and his siblings in the tough Memorial Parkway Homes housing project. Despite the struggles, Jaheim's love for music became his escape. Jaheim's second album, Still Ghetto, didn't just build on the momentum of his debut, it cemented his place as one of the most authentic voices in R&B. The album featured iconic tracks like Put That Woman First and Fabulous, songs that resonated deeply with fans for their heartfelt lyrics and unforgettable melodies. These tracks weren't just hits, they became anthems for relationships, love, and life struggles, making Jaheim a household name. His ability to blend soulful melodies with relatable everyday themes made him stand out in an era dominated by flashy personas and overproduced sounds. However, with fame came an entirely new set of challenges. While his music painted a picture of success and emotional depth, Jaheim was navigating a turbulent world behind the scenes. The pressures of stardom, the weight of expectations, and the shadows of his troubled past started to loom larger. He was now living in a world where every move was scrutinized, every mistake amplified, and privacy was a luxury he could no longer afford. The demands of constant touring, recording, and public appearances began to take their toll. Jaheim's voice, once a source of comfort to millions, now carried the burden of keeping up with an unforgiving industry. Despite his talent and hard work, the music industry is often ruthless, and Jaheim found himself battling not only external pressures, but also internal struggles. Fame, which had once seemed like the ultimate goal, was beginning to feel like a double-edged sword. Adding to the challenges, Jaheim's personal life often became fodder for the media. Whether it was legal troubles, rumored feuds, or whispers about his health and lifestyle choices, he couldn't escape the relentless spotlight. Fans who had fallen in love with his music began to see cracks in the facade, leading some to question whether he could sustain his early success. Yet through it all, Jaheim continued to push forward. His music remained a testament to his resilience, and tracks like Put That Woman First served as reminders of his ability to connect with audiences on a deeply personal level. But the question lingered, how long could he keep going under the weight of it all? In 2004, Jaheim's rising career hit a rough patch when he was arrested on allegations of drug possession. Though the charges were eventually dismissed due to insufficient evidence, the incident served as a sobering reminder of the struggles and challenges he had faced in his past. For many, it could have been a career-ending moment, but for Jaheim, it became a catalyst for change. Determined not to let his setbacks define him, he poured his emotions into his music, culminating in the release of Ghetto Classics in 2006. The album made a triumphant debut, landing at #1 on the Billboard 200, solidifying Jaheim's position as an R&B heavyweight. But as is often the case, success came with its own complications. In 2007, Jaheim parted ways with Divine Mill Records, the label that had been instrumental in launching his career. This move marked a significant turning point. While his subsequent albums, such as The Makings of a Man and Another Round, delivered soulful tracks that resonated with his loyal fans, they failed to achieve the same commercial success as his earlier works. The pressure to adapt to a rapidly evolving music industry began to weigh heavily on Jaheim. As mainstream R&B shifted towards more pop-influenced sounds, his authentic soul-rooted style began to feel overshadowed. Despite his undeniable talent and the emotional depth of his music, Jaheim struggled to maintain the momentum that had once propelled him to the top. The pressure to adapt to a rapidly evolving music industry began to weigh heavily on Jaheim. As mainstream R&B shifted towards more pop-influenced sounds, his authentic soul-rooted style began to feel overshadowed. Despite his undeniable talent and the emotional depth of his music, Jaheim struggled to maintain the momentum that had once propelled him to the top. This period of his career was a testament to his resilience, but it also highlighted the challenges artists face in staying relevant in an industry that demands constant reinvention. Yet through it all, Jaheim's music remained a beacon of raw emotion and honesty, reminding listeners of the immense talent that had once taken the R&B world by storm. Jaheim's career, once defined by soulful melodies and chart-topping hits, seemed to hit an irreversible downturn with the release of his last album, Struggle Love, in 2016. Despite containing heartfelt tracks and glimpses of his signature style, the album struggled to resonate with audiences, failing to achieve the success of his earlier work. As his musical presence waned, rumors of personal struggles began to surface. Whispers of alleged drug abse painted a troubling picture, further alienating the artist from the public eye and leaving fans questioning what had gone wrong for the R&B star they once adored. By 2021, the headlines surrounding Jaheim got worse. In a disturbing incident, he faced charges of animal cruelty after police discovered 15 dogs living in squalid conditions at his New Jersey home. The animals were reportedly malnourished and neglected. This revelation deeply saddened those who had followed his journey, as the once celebrated singer now appeared to be grappling with issues far removed from the stage. The news sent ripples through both his fan base and the industry. Many were left wondering how a man who once sang of love and perseverance in hits like Put That Woman First had seemingly fallen so far. Was it the weight of fame, the burden of personal demons left unresolved, or the harsh realities of an unforgiving industry? This chapter in Jaheim's life served as a stark reminder of the challenges faced by artists who rise to fame but struggle to maintain their footing in the spotlight. His story, while deeply saddening, also echoed a call for understanding, an acknowledgement that behind the fame and success lie human beings with vulnerabilities and battles unseen by the public. For those who still hold his music close to their hearts, there remains hope that Jaheim can one day reclaim his voice and rebuild his legacy. Despite the controversies and setbacks that have clouded his later years, Jaheim's impact on R&B is irrefutable. Tracks like Put That Woman First and Fabulous aren't just songs, they're cultural touchstones that defined a generation, evoking nostalgia for fans who lived through the golden era of his career. His ability to blend heartfelt storytelling with raw, soulful vocals set him apart, ensuring his music remains timeless. But as much as his legacy is cemented in the hearts of fans, the question lingers: will Jaheim make a comeback? At 45, with years of turbulence behind him, the odds may seem daunting, but the music industry has a history of redemption stories. Legends have risen from even greater depths to reclaim their place in the spotlight. For Jaheim, a return would require more than just talent. It would demand an unshakable resilience, a razor-sharp focus, and a willingness to confront his past while carving out a new future. Above all, it would require him to channel the soul and authenticity that made us fall in love with his music in the first place. The road ahead may not be easy, but if Jaheim's music taught us anything, it's that struggle and pain can lead to beauty and triumph. Whether or not he stages a comeback, his voice remains etched in the soundtrack of R&B history, reminding us of the power of music to touch lives and transcend time. So, what's your favorite Jaheim track? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the lives of your favorite artists. Here's hoping Jaheim finds his way back, not just to music, but to himself.